Hello everyone and welcome back to the Dusty Classic Finals. Two more quarterfinals matches for you this evening. The Guerrillas of Destiny versus the Funks to start things off, and the Mexasquad versus the Blade Runners in the main event. And squeeze in the middle, we will have a women's #1 contendership match, as we will have Ronda Rousey up against Thunder Rosa. And here we go then, like I said, opening the show up with the Guerrillas of Destiny versus the Funks, Tama, Tonga and Tangaloa versus Terry Funk and Dory Funk Jr. That's Tama Tonga there in the red and black pants with the long hair. I just realised I've also described Terry Funk. And then you've got Dory Funk Jr. in the blue trunks. And you've got him currently fighting against Tangaloa with the red trunks and the black knee pads. Terry Funk is the guy with the long black hair and the red and black striped trousers. Currently getting his leg slammed into the mat there by Tama Tonga. Right, we're all introduced. I'm sure everyone knew everyone anyway, but hey-ho. Funk now with a big boot in the spine now, sending the arm of Tama Tonga into the mat. And it's an interesting one there. So the Guerrillas of Destiny currently on +2. Because they had a few matches before the Dusty Classic started, and they did not do too well in those matches. But with the Dusty Classic, they've been able to get themselves back on the plus side of the rankings. The Funks currently have had all 4 of their matches in the Dusty Classic, and of course won all 4 to get where they are. Hence why the Funks are on +4 at the moment. And like I said, after this one, we'll have Ronda Rousey versus Thunder Rosa in a #1 contendership match for the Women's Championship. The reason being that both those ladies are quite high up in the women's rankings, and it'll be a good chance for them to face off against each other. And like I said, the winner will get a match against Charlotte for the SWE Women's Championship. And the main event will be the Mexasquad, Bandito and Flamita, going up against the Blade Runner Sting and the Ultimate Warrior, who could also be very strong favourites in this one. Of course, the winners of this match will face the winners of Mexasquad and the Blade Runners on night number 4 in the semi-finals for a place in that championship match, of course. What are you shouting at me for? I'm trying to record a video. Stop shouting at me. What's wrong? What's wrong? Oh. There's another kitty that just frightened the life out of me. Talking to one and the other one crept up on me. So we saw, of course, last night, FTR versus Rock and Roll Express in the main event. A very, very even match between two fantastic tag teams. And we seem to be seeing the same sort of thing along the lines here. Both teams taking it in turns, really, to dominate the match. Nobody looks like they're going to walk through this one easily. Real clash of the eras, this one as well. You've got the Funks, who are prominent really in the 70s and maybe a little bit in the 80s. Versus Guerrillas of Destiny, who are obviously quite a strong team now. Pin here by Terry Funk on Tama Tonga, only for a 1 count. Dory, big running knee strike, just flattens Tangaloa with that knee. That was brutal. Terry Funk now gets dropped neck first across the top rope, and Tangaloa in with a spinning neck breaker. Tama Tonga in with that big DDT on Terry Funk. There's the pin for the 1, 2. Oh, it's only a 2 count. Tangaloa, the stiff back elbow now on Dory Funk, and then just clotheslines him to the outside. We're going to see Tangaloa fly. We are! Look at the size of the man flying over the top right into Dory Funk. But of course, these two Funk brothers, incredible amounts of resilience. Oh, big DDT on the apron there by Terry Funk on Tama Tonga. Now it's 2-1 inside the ring. Dory Funk now 1-on-1. A big running knee strike again in the face of Tangaloa. Again flattens him, and the Funks are really in control of this one now. Big running. Bulldog. I don't know why I took such a long space in between those two words, but we did. Funk now front chancery on Tama Tonga, who breaks free, slapping the arm of Funk away, now up on the shoulder into that scoop slam. And this could be the chance for the Guerrillas of Destiny, in with a cutter by Tangaloa on Dory Funk Jr. There's the pin, while Tama Tonga flattens Terry Funk. No, it's only a 2. Dory kicked out. Dory Funk able to kick out of that big ace crusher. Terry Funk now with a headbutt. And he's actually busted Tama Tonga open. Cloverleaf here now by Dory Funk Jr. on Tanga lower. But straight away Tama Tonga's there to break it up. Saving his team. Into the pin again. Tama Tonga breaking it up straight away. Lovely drop kick. Tama Tonga now in with that big DDT once again as Dory Funk Jr. the arm breaker now on Tangaloa. Again, a very even match here. Big boot in the face there by Tangaloa and a big clothesline as well. Terry Funk flattens him as well. Nice neck breaker. Terry Funk just pushing him over. It's so even. And of course, there's a big place in the semi-finals of the Dusty Classic here, up for grabs for the winner. As Dory now just clotheslines Tangaloa to the outside. There's the Ace Crusher again by Tama Tonga. This time on Terry Funk. And Dory Funk, oh my god, he got there in time. He actually got there in time, just about. Just a freaking bout. Big strike in the gut of Terry Funk. Drop kick there by Tangaloa on Dory Funk. Tama Tonga swinging the punches on Terry now. And I thought Dory was going to go for another cloverleaf there, but spinning toe holds here by Terry Funk. Really painful maneuver. Tangaloa now with the Alabama Slammer. And Tama Tonga knocking over... it's only a 1 count, okay. Dory's having none of it. Dory. Dory clotheslines him down. And a crossroads there by Tama Tonga as Dory now just rolling Tangaloa through. And he just got there in time to break up the pin again and save his tag team partner from suffering the pinfall. And spinning toe holds again on Tama Tonga, this time by Dory Funk Jr. I don't know why this is not a submission, to be honest. He does drop into the pin, but Tangaloa, straight back up at his feet to break it up. Dory now sending him to the outside. This could be the opportunity here. If Dory Funk can control him on the outside as Terry takes him up into the big pile driver. There it is. Can Terry Funk get the pin? No, Tangaloa's going to get there in time, isn't he? He does get there in time, just on the 2 count. That would have been enough if he hadn't got there, but there's the big ace crusher by Tangaloa for the 1, the 2, and the... No, again, he's kicked out. Absolutely insane. How was he kicked out of that? How was he kicked out of that? I just can't... just how was he kicked out? I don't honestly know. Tama Tonga breaking up the submission. Tama Tonga really busted open now as well. Tama Tonga now stalking Dory Funk into another big ace crusher. There's the pin. Terry Funk hasn't noticed. This could be the big opportunity. Oh, Dory's kicked out again. Dory. And Terry once again with those spinning toe holds, this time on Tanga lower. Dory's up on the top. If he can take out Tama Tonga, he does with a big elbow, and this could be the opportunity now. Terry Funk, no, not able to get into the pin. But a camel clutch locked in here now by Tangaloa on Terry Funk. There's been a lot of damage done. There's been enough done to the spine maybe for Terry to tap out to this. Although Terry Funk's resilience is legendary. The man has wrestled for about 50 bloody years. There's nothing stopping him. Big elbow into the heart. That might stop him. Pin now by Tangaloa. Dory's there to break it up. And Dory just gets absolutely flattened with the Ace Crusher. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is game, set, match. The Guerrillas of Destiny march through to the semi-finals of the Dusty Classic. Big, big victory for the Guerrillas of Destiny. And we've got a lovely invisible tag team cutscene to finish it off as well. There we go. Well, there we go then. Victory for the Guerrillas of Destiny. Of course, we'll find out who they'll face in the semi-finals in our main event tonight between the Mexasquad and the Blade Runners. But before that, let's find out who's going to be facing Charlotte for the Women's Championship. Yeah, so currently we have got Thunder Rosa versus Ronda Rousey. Of course, Thunder Rosa currently sat on +7 in the rankings. Ronda Rousey sat on +8. So this is going to be a very interesting one indeed. Let's see who will get the opportunity against Charlotte for that SWE Women's Championship. Thunder Rosa's had a pretty decent time in the Universe mode. It depends how you look at it. I mean, she's managed to get herself 2 opportunities at Beth Phoenix, the Women's Champion, when she was champion. She lost them both, though. At Revolution and at the Forbidden Door pay-per-view, she lost them both. So, yeah, she'll be disappointed, I think. But this is another opportunity for another match. Of course, Ronda, I believe, is the YouTube champion. YouTube Women's Champion, I believe. Big stamp on the arm there by Ronda Rousey. Boot in the face by Thunder Rosa into the crucifix bomb. And again, Thunder Rosa now with a snap suplex. So the winner here would be above the other one in the right. Yes, they would, yeah. Because it's currently +7 and +8, isn't it? So, yeah, if Thunder Rosa was to win here, it'd be +7, +8 the other way around. Big elbows in the chest there by Ronda Rousey. Thunder Rosa now sending Rousey into the corner. Nice drop kick. Thunder Rosa, big boot in the gut and a spinning back fist, and that had Ronda rocked. Ronda really got rocked from that. Over the top she goes, crashing spine first into the mat. And a backbreaker. And Thunder Rosa really in control of this match. Really doing well here, actually. I didn't expect this. I thought this would be a pretty balanced match, but at the moment, yeah, Rousey's struggling. In for the pin now by Thunder Rosa for the one. Only a 1 count. Rousey fights back with a strong right hand in the gut of Thunder Rosa. Into the corner, big running knee strike. And that's what Thunder Rosa's got to watch here, is the strikes. The UFC background here of Ronda Rousey. She's a real dangerous competitor to have against you. Into the dragon screw there by Thunder Rosa. Again, it brings Rousey back up to her feet. It's a corner elbow tie, but Rousey able to push Thunder Rosa away just to come straight back into the boot in the gut. And we're looking fisherman suplex. No bridge, though. Thunder Rosa again now taking her up onto the shoulders, looking gory special, and drops her. I think she might have caught her head on the ropes, you know. She may have just caught her head on the ropes, which is a brutal, brutal maneuver. And there is, wow, the reverse dragon sleeper submission. If Thunder Rosa gets Ronda Rousey to tap out, that's going to be huge news, but no, Ronda able to roll through. Ronda now dropping a boot right in the face of Thunder Rosa. Now back up to her feet. Up on the shoulders, and Ronda with that big... I don't know what that is. It's like a mixture of an angle slam and a Death Valley driver, that, isn't it? But either way, it's Ronda's finisher. But it's not enough to get Ronda the championship match. Thunder Rosa able to kick out. Let's roll through there by Ronda Rousey. She's got a hold of the arm, and there it is, the cross armbar. No, but Thunder Rosa had it very well scouted, back up on her feet, striking Ronda. Ronda flattens Thunder Rosa with the shoulder block into the pin, and it's only a 2 count. Rousey sending Thunder Rosa into the corner, running, clothesline into the spine. Both ladies back up, but Ronda now clattering Thunder Rosa with the clotheslines. Big clothesline once again. Rousey now bringing Thunder Rosa back up onto the shoulders, and again looking for that slam on the shoulder, but Rosa able to fight free with the big elbows in the face. Thunder Rosa now again with Ronda up on the shoulders and into that gory special face buster. There's the pin for the 1, the 2. Oh, still only a 2 count. It's been some cracking matches tonight, I tell you. Really, really good matches tonight. Nice arm breaker there. Now into that reverse dragon sleeper hold once again here by Thunder Rosa. Will Ronda have to tap? Thunder Rosa does have the legs grapevined. But again, Ronda able to roll it through. Ronda Rousey slamming Thunder Rosa into the mat. And now wrenching away at the arm. Rousey now sending Thunder Rosa into the corner. Big running knee strike right in the gut. And Ronda Rousey bringing Thunder Rosa out, slamming her spine first. In with a big pin, and it's still not enough. What's it going to take for one of these two women to win this match? Neither of them want to give up at all, do they? Of course, Thunder Rosa also has a tag team partner. We haven't really seen a lot of Holly Dead recently. Of course, she had the one opportunity in the women's tag team tournament, so hopefully we'll see some more of her soon. Big clotheslines now by Thunder Rosa. Big drop kick into the face. And brings Ronda back up to her feet. And now up on the shoulders once again. Gory special once again by Thunder Rosa on Ronda Rousey. There's the pin. That's the 3rd time she's hit this now. Will it be enough this time? It is! There we go. Thunder Rosa defeats Ronda Rousey 1-on-1. And Thunder Rosa will get a 3rd attempt at the SWE Women's Championship. This time it will be against Charlotte. Well, there we go. Ronda offering a handshake. These two ladies did incredibly well here. And when we do bring in the women's shoot fight division, maybe these two ladies will be seen in the ring together again. Who knows? Right, let's move on to our main event of the evening. Our final Dusty Classic Tag Team quarterfinal match. And here is that final tag team match. Then we've got Flamita there on the left, Bandito next to him. We've got Sting with the blue and purple, or blue and, not blue and purple, yellow and purple or yellow and blue face paint. And, of course, the Ultimate Warrior with the red and white face paint. We have got, of course, the Mexasquad versus the Blade Runners in the final quarterfinal match of the Dusty Classic Finals. The winner of this one will, of course, get the opportunity to face off against the Guerrillas of Destiny in the semi-finals on night number 4. But who would it be? A Sting now rolling Flamita over. There's the pin. Flamita able to break free. Sting went for the early Boston Crab. Big chop across the chest. And now, no idea what Bandito was up to there. But whatever it was, it did not work whatsoever. Warrior now spinning Bandito around, up, on to the top turnbuckle. Big clubbing blow into the back. And now Warrior with a big super backdrop on Bandito. Warrior now rolling Bandito over into the pin for the 1. Only a 1 count. The battle between Sting and Flamita is taking place on the outside. And Bandito now taking some control of the Ultimate Warrior in the inside of the ring. And of course, Warrior will definitely have a very good strength advantage. However, Flamita and Bandito will have incredible pace and agility in bonuses. Bonuses? Advantages. I don't know, I'm a bit lost now. I forgot how words work there for a second. Warrior now slamming Bandito down as Sting now with a nutbuster on Flamita. Warrior only gets a 2 count there on Bandito in the middle of the ring, but at the moment the Blade Runners have looked incredibly strong all tournament, and they're looking incredibly strong here once again tonight. Warrior now with a gorilla press on Bandito as Sting with a big splash on Flamita. And Warrior now looking for that big slam onto the back. He does get it. If Sting can block off, no, Sting gets Hurricanrana'd, and that's allowed Flamita to break up that pinfall. Warrior now taking Flamita up into that backdrop. Sting now with Bandito up, and Bandito reverses the tombstone into a tombstone pile driver of his own. Wow. Warrior now bringing Flamita back up, and Flamita with a strong strike in the face of Warrior. Flamita now springs off the ropes, and big drop onto the back of the neck of Ultimate Warrior as Sting showcasing his strength, doing the squats with Bandito up high, drops him into that vertical suplex, and now, wow. Flamita showing his strength by basically just stealing the Ultimate Warrior's finisher. Okay, whatever floats your boat, mate. Calm down. Warrior now dumps Flamita to the outside while Bandito sends Sting into the corner. And Bandito springs up onto the top, rolls it through with that Lucha Libre style arm drag takedown. And now the Mexasquad in firm control. If the Mexasquad pull this out the bag, this would be an incredible victory. For them anyway. Not so much for the Blade Runners. Oh, only a 2 count. Bandito sent crashing to the outside by the Ultimate Warrior. Brings him back up to a standing base. Warrior now with a power slam on the outside. Bandito bringing Sting back up, clotheslines him down, and a second time clotheslines him down. Ducks underneath and super kicks him in the face. Mexasquad in firm control. I'm surprised. I was not expecting this much control from Mexasquad. There's the pin by Bandito now on Sting. Warrior's down the outside, and there it is. The Mexasquad have pulled this off. The Mexasquad have been incredible this entire tournament. So we now know the Wild Samoans will face the Rock and Roll Express, and the Guerrillas of Destiny will face Mexasquad in the 2 semi-finals. We'll have the first one tomorrow on night number 3, and we'll have the second one on night 4. Before the finals, of course, on night number 5. I'm still a little bit shocked by that victory, to be honest. I really thought the Blade Runners were one of the strongest teams in the entire competition, and evidently, I don't want to say I was wrong, but I'm surprised by how well the Mexasquad did. They really dominated here. Well, there we go. Victory for the Mexasquad. Like I said, they face the Guerrillas of Destiny in the semi-finals on night number 4. Tomorrow, then, we will have the Wild Samoans versus the Rock and Roll Express. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Of course, if you have, hit the like, subscribe, whatever good stuff, and I will see you again tomorrow for our 3rd night of the Dusty Classic Finals as we get closer and closer to crowning our first ever SWE Tag Team Champions of the World. Good night.